where did July go? Oh my goodness gracious. So we are celebrating Yarn Crawl this weekend, and to celebrate, we've got Jennifer here from Theodora's Pearls to talk about her kits, the Yarn Crawl projects, and just design inspiration and stuff. So be sure to send us comments and questions, and we will answer questions as they pop up on Facebook. So I'm turning things over to Jennifer now, so thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm super happy to be here. I'm Jennifer Miller of Theodora's Pearls, and it's my pleasure and privilege to be part of the Longmont Yarn Shop as my flagship store. And I have so many beautiful things to show you, so many things you can make out of lovely bamboo that's exclusive to Theodora's. Many of you have heard me talk about the bamboo before, but it is spun to my order by a mill in Texas. There's only one mill in the country that spins bamboo yarn, and it is in Texas, and they spin a particular kind of blend that creates Theodora's Pearls oxonometer. And oxonometer is my, it's both fingering weight and DK weight, and I'll be showing you some DK weight that we have especially for the crawl right now, limited edition. So I'm going to lean forward and see who goes on. Hi Nancy, hi Gloria, you guys are all, yes we are having too much fun, you're right. Too much fun. And Dara, I wonder who that is on. Hey Dara, I hope you're doing great Dara. I look forward to a time when I can see you again. Okay, so I want to tell you about the specials we have for the Yarn Crawl, which are exclusive colorways, exclusive fiberways, and a brand new pattern. And we have both knit and crochet patterns in bamboo. And this is bamboo in DK, which we haven't had before. So this is a brand new fiberway. And we have 3 different color possibilities, which are custom dyed, especially for this pattern also. So this is a DK weight of the bamboo fingering weight that we love, but this one is 6 plies, and it's still the same shiny, the same beautiful drape. It's just a little bit heavier and gives you a little bit more of a substantial piece. So here we have the 3 colorways that we have, which is, this one's called Grello. It's a silvery platinum with yellow, and I've heard those are the colors for the Pantone colors for this year. Someone had to tell me that, of course. And then we have a red version, which is called Cherry Bark. It's a dark cherry color with a kind of a pinky brown, a very light neutral. And I'll show you how these colors work together in a minute. And then a really super popular one, which is a blue with purple highlights and a pale lavender contrast color. So these are specifically dyed for this pattern. I'm gonna take this one off. I will show you this one again in a minute. Okay, so this piece, the pattern that you get, which is on the Yarn Crawl website, it's on Hot August Knits. If you look at the patterns for the Longmont shop, the pattern is on there. And this is how it knits up. It's a almost symmetrical triangle that starts at one end with cast on 6. So it's a fun knit and super easy with this very interesting flower stitch. So how it works is you have about 10 to 12 inches of the contrasting color right here. So you knit along in the main color until you come to the contrast color, and then do the flower stitch. And the pattern has the specific instructions for the flower stitch right on there. The flower stitch is it creates a little 3-dimensional flower, and it's almost like floating water lilies or some kind of interesting textural piece to it. So and we actually have samples in all the 3 colors. Here's the silver one with the yellow floating flowers, and each one is very different because it's all determined, the pattern of the floating flowers is all determined by whenever you come to that color. So each one is really a work of art, and they're all a little bit different. And then the 3rd colorway is somewhere here, which is this, somewhere here, which is the Cherry Bark with the, oh, it's, I hid it from myself. Here it is, the Cherry Bark piece. And its contrasting color is a pale neutral that's kind of a pinky brown. It almost looks like a floating ivory color, but it contrasts with the dark cherry color very well. So we have those 3 colorways, and it takes 2 skeins to make the shawl. The pattern is free and it's online, as I say, under the Hot August Knits website. So you can look right there and see it. And right now, okay, limited time only, this is the last of the Briley, which is the silvery, gray, platinum, and yellow. These are the last 2 right now. So, and I don't know, I'm not sure when I'm going to get around to doing more of them. So if you want the gray and yellow one, this is the time to grab it. And everything that I'm going to be showing is available on the Longmont shop website. You can just go to longmontyarn.com and click on fiber at 4. On the fiber at 4, everything you'll see is there. You can go right to everything that I'm showing today and everything that Christiana will be showing today. So there's 1 more left of that, and there's several, but not too many of these. And of these, quite a few right now, but they're going fast. This one has been a really top seller because it does really look like Monet's water lilies. Really, and of course blue-green is such a universal color and so soothing to everyone. Okay, I'm gonna look at the chat and see what's happening here. Hi everyone. Does anybody have any questions?
I haven't seen any.
Okay, good. All right, Christiana is watching, so I don't need to look so close. Hi everyone. So great to see you all. So, Christiana, do you want to talk about the crochet pattern?
Sure.
So also in the DK weight, in the bamboo and DK weight, we have a crochet pattern, which is really amazing, that a pattern that Christiana designed. She's going to tell you about that.
Hi everybody, so this is the Alice Capelet, and in case you didn't join us for Facebook yesterday, hey Barbara.
I'll watch.
The inspiration kind of behind this was when we were starting to discuss what we were going to design for Yarn Crawl, Gail just happened to be working on a capelet, and I'm thinking, okay, cool, I've never actually designed a capelet before, and as I was telling these guys yesterday, I'm a huge fan of multitaskers, so unitaskers, yeah, not so much. So I wanted to design this so that you could wear it as a cowl, and then if you got chilly, like it does here at Colorado at nighttime in the summertime, you can pull it down over your shoulders.
This is my 1 inch. There you go.
So, this is the Old Town colorway, which is what I used to design it. So we've got lemon, papaya, and acme is here at the bottom, and I designed it so that this kind of works as like a cowl neck, so it doesn't cinch right up against your neck, and then it's got darts to put on the shoulders so that it lies correctly. What is the yarn fiber content? This is the Oxynometer DK. It is 100% bamboo. If you've not worked with bamboo yet, I highly recommend it. The drape is beautiful. And it is especially, you can use it year round, but it's especially wonderful for summertime knitting or crocheting in this case, because the bamboo is very light and it's very comfy. So this Old Town colorway, which is right here. So the Alice Capelet kits are $84.99, but they come with the 3 colors. So you come with, it has a 50-gram hank of the color that goes up by your neck, and then 100-gram hanks of the 2 bigger blocks of colors. And it also comes with the pattern. The pattern is available on the Hot August Knits website also, but the kit does come with a pattern printed on really nice cardstock. And then we've got it in a couple other colorways. So this is River Stones, which is a nice neutral. And there is a 3rd colorway called Purple Mountains, which we have sold out of in the shop, but we will be getting more soon, so you can go ahead and order it on the website.
Call and reserve.
And we will get the kit to you, so you can come in and reserve it, or you can order it over the website. And yeah, this was just a lot of fun. And
show it as the cowl too, because I think it's just really, I think the capelet is really ingenious, but I also think it's very attractive as just a cowl.
So I wanted it to not be horribly bulky. So I would still keep the darts where it's supposed to go on the shoulders, but now I've got a really, really nice cowl to keep my
Yeah.
neck covered from the
And the best
sunshine.
part about it, I think, as cowl is that all three of the colors really show off beautifully. And in the bamboo, of course, you always have a beautiful drape. It is basically non-allergenic, non-irritating because it is so smooth. It's almost like wearing cotton, but much easier to work with as far as needleworking goes. And it gives you a little bit of warmth, especially if you're traveling or in and out of cool places. It gives you a little bit of warmth, but not too much.
For those of you who are starting to go back to theater and concerts and stuff, this is fantastic
Mm-hmm.
just because they always have the AC cranked in there because you never know how warm it's going to be. So bamboo is wonderful to wear at indoor events.
Yeah. So just a tiny bit more about the bamboo. As I say, it is spun to Theodora's order in Texas, and it is grown sustainably. It's grown without pesticides or fertilizers, and it grows really fast. So the giant bamboo forests will replenish themselves really quickly. So it's a completely sustainable and very appropriate, energy appropriate fiber to work with and to wear. So if anybody has any questions about it, let's see. Let's see. Hi everyone. Christiana has gone back to the chat, so she's watching it for me. So many of you are familiar with the bamboo that I've worked with for many years, which is the fingering weight oxynometer, and I have quite a few beautiful pieces to show you in that. Everything, as I say, is listed at the Fiber at 4 button on the longmontyarn.com website, so you can look right there and see all the different kits and options that we have. So one of the things I did want to show you is a brand new pattern from the Knitting Fairy, who's a good friend of ours, and she has designed quite a few different, most of the patterns that I'll show you today actually were designed by, many of them were designed by the Knitting Fairy, who is Elisa Barton from the Dallas area. And this is a brand new pattern that she's just released, working with oxynometer, and it is called Regalo del Mar. And this is a super flexible, easy to wear piece that you can wrap around as many times as you want, and it stays in place, very distinctive, and we have quite a few gorgeous colorways of this also. And it takes one of the gradient sets. It takes a gradient set like this and one regular size skein for your main color that goes in between the sections. It's a great pattern for beginning lace knitters and a great pattern for learning short rows too. The simplest kind of short rows ever right here in this pattern. And we have quite a few different ones of those. Here is a green set right here, a green set with a blueberry as the contrast. I think this is the one that I have on actually. We do have this colorway, and we have quite a few other colorways too, and all of them are shown there on the Longmont Yarn Fiber at 5 website, and you can see the other color options for this. This is a fun knit and very simple and a quick knit also. You just go back and forth this way, so every row is really short. So there's some options for you on that. And then I wanted to show you some of the other kits that we have in oxynometer, which is the bamboo fingering. We have both 2 skein kits and 3 skein kits, and also some kits that have 2 main skeins and 1 half skein. So of the 3 skein kits, you can make some very amazing things with, like this kit, 3 skeins of bamboo, and you get this whole book by the Knitting Fairy herself, and it has 2 options for 3 skein kit patterns, and then 2 bonus patterns in the book, so you get really good value of the book and 3 full skeins of bamboo. And here's the options of things you can make. You can make this gorgeous long rectangle, which uses up all of the 3 skeins, and it has it fades from one color to the next. It's a super simple knit, but very interesting. Of course, the gorgeous drape of the bamboo, super easy to wear, and that's the color that this one is right here. But if you prefer something else, we have a blue-green kit like this one, which is called I know this one is called Tide Cool. We have one like this, navy, with a silvery and a silvery blue and a pale silver, which is called Coin of the Realm. Coin of the Realm. And you get the full book by the Knitting Fairy with the pattern too. Your other option for making out of the book is our super popular bamboo shrug, which is again a very simple knit, 3 full skeins of bamboo, and this is a really great piece, great for travel, super comfortable, easy to wear, and easy to knit and create. It's just basically a long rectangle, then you pull the corners up and make sleeves, and it looks great on everyone, every kind of shape, and so easy to wear. 3 full skeins, and you have a piece that you can dress up or down, and you'll be comfortable wherever you are, and it stays on. So all you need to do on this piece is kind of plan your colors. The third color that you work with, the last color, will be the one that's right next to your face. And we have a note about that in the pattern too. So it's all in there. And the books are all signed by Elisa Barton, the Knitting Fairy herself, and also by me. So you get the signed book, you get 2 bonus patterns, you get 2 patterns for your kit, you get 2 bonus patterns, and 3 full skeins of bamboo in these kits. And you can look on the website and see all the different colorways we have. There's a pink set, very yummy, very feminine, but these are bold pinks. So that is a good one. I think this would be so pretty for over a black dress, or even over a white summer dress, white summer skirt, very gorgeous. Quite a few different colorways in the 3 color kits. So let's see. Any questions, Christiana?
Yep, we're doing good.
Okay. Hi everyone. It looks like Dara is like watching consistently. We have notes about Dara watching very frequently. Is she? Okay.
She doesn't like us. She loves us.
I'm going to tell her you said that.
Hey Dara. Okay, so here's the, now we do have some, also some 2 skein kits in bamboo if you'd like to work with 2 skeins. We have the pattern to make the front range shawl, which is a super popular pattern that you may have seen in the shop. It was designed for the Longmont shop for our 5th anniversary a few years ago. It's still very popular, still very gorgeous. And I don't have one up here, but maybe Christiana will run and get one if you want to. But you can do anything you want to do out of 2 skeins of bamboo. We have some colors paired up for you.
Which one did you need?
The front range, please. And there's a green pair, they're yummy. And there's a pair that is a brick red with gold. And here's a very whimsical orange and yellow one, also very distinctive. So if you want to make a 2 skein piece, we have several different patterns you can make. We have a crochet pattern you can make with this, with the 2 skeins also. And we have the front range shawl, which we'll show you in a minute. And there's more colorways too, but those are 3 possibilities for doing a 2 skein pattern. Okay, so I want to show you the front range shawl because it is very cute. It's easy to wear, and it's a really, really interesting knit. It has quite a few different techniques in it, so you learn stuff as you go too. So here's the front range shawl, and I love these shawls that tell a story. We have a couple like that, and this one is all in reference to our beautiful town of Longmont, which we all love so much, which it has the mountain peaks, which is right here on the top, and then the waterways coming down out of the mountains are these stripes, and then these furrowed rows on the edging are the agricultural lands of Longmont. So for those of you who are not in our area, we are located on the plains, and we can see the mountains about 10 miles away. It's really the optimal place to be, in my opinion, because we don't have to drive in the mountains in the winter. So that's why I love living in Longmont, because it's flat here, and we can see the mountains from where we are. So here we have the story of Longmont in our front range shawl, and this is 2 skeins. Super easy, wonderful knit, and designed by our local designer, Donnie Harrington. So if you would like that, please go right on to longmontyarn.com. Bye, Gail. Gail trusts us to not give away the store.
Please do.
Okay, so there's some options for you in bamboo. We've got, it's just so great this time of year to have kits available, and we have some really great choices for you. We really tried to put together kits in a variety of colors that will really appeal to anyone. We've got warm, we've got cool, we've got whimsical, we've got neutrals, we've got brights, we've got blues, we've got greens, we've got yellow, we've got everything. So because of that, there's something for everyone, and you don't have to labor too much over what you're going to do with it, because we give several suggestions, and you also can figure out what you would like to do with it yourself too. So you get patterns in on the deal, and we have put together the colors for you. So you can just look right online at longmontyarn.com on Fiber at 4 and see all the colorways we have of the 2 skein kits and the 3 skein kits. So I wanted to show you, since we've been talking about Dara, who's on watching us, and we're so glad that she is, I wanted to show you something that Dara designed, which is right here, which is called the Night and Day Shawl. It is, and we have the sets to make this as well. This is a beautiful contrasting geometric piece. I'm going to scoot this over a bit. With the color contrasting, and this is really all designed to be contrasting colors with a pop of color. So we have several options for that. We have this one, which is the pale neutral with a gray with a red pop of color. Actually, this is an onyx. It's the blackest one that I do. So because the bamboo doesn't take a really solid black, it takes a tonal black. So this is onyx with a pale neutral and the red pop of color. And then we have that kit. And of course you only need a little bit of your pop of color, right? So the kit includes a half skein. So here's one in that colorway, which is Dara's Dream. So if you love this one, we've got the kit already here for you, and it does come with a pattern. If you'd rather have a neutral, then we have a neutral one, and this one I can actually take out so you can look past the cellophane, and that is a pale neutral in the sort of pinky brown, the alabaster, and a dark gray for your pop of color. So this is, I always like to have a neutral set because I think neutrals are so elegant and rich, and especially for people that travel and also people that are cruising or whatever. If you have a beautiful neutral for your accessory, you can dress up anything. And they're so elegant, rich of color and elegant. So there's a set for making the Night and Day Shawl in neutrals. And then we also have a little bit of a whimsical one, which is a pink with red and a turquoise pop. And here's another one that would be really beautiful for those of you who wear navy as your basic neutral color. Then we have a navy, silver, and lime for your pop of color. So that one is going to make this geometric contrasting color shawl very, very beautiful, I think. So any of these will basically be unique, and you'll get a lot of compliments, and you'll have your own work of art. Okay, so there's the kits that we have in the bamboo that are available right now. And then I wanted to show you something that I really love so much. I love creating these, and I also love showing them, which are the color sets. I have some of the sets that are gradients, and then I have some that are just colors that work together. This one right here is a real gradient. And they're all named after the different people that work in the shop or have worked in the shop sometime here. This one is Gail's Aqua, and turquoise to me, I love blue-green anyway, but turquoise and blue-green are so soothing. They're both universal colors that look good on everyone, and it's also such a soothing kind of watery feeling to the blue-greens. So there's Gail's Aqua in the set. Here's a pink set that goes into purple. Here's a pink set that goes into orange, and this one is called Briley, and this is super popular. Let me show you how this is worked up. This is the most beautiful bright shawl and so fun to create, which is Casapinka's your slip is showing. And it takes six of the colors, and you work the colors differently every section. Every section contains 2 colors, but you work them in a different combination all the way along. It's a big asymmetrical triangle. It's equivalent to 3 full skeins, because each one of these is 50-gram skein. So these are not minis, they're half skeins. And this beautiful piece is so fun to wear and to show. And again, it gives you just the right amount of warmth with a very, very expressive accessory. You can make any outfit look amazing. And it's all done in a mosaic slip stitch pattern, so you're only working 1 color each row, so that you don't have to carry yarn behind. Mosaic pattern makes color work so easy and so practical, because you don't have to worry about your tension of carrying yarn behind or anything like that. So any of these will make your slip is showing. If you like this pink set, we've got the Briley. And if you love the blue-green, we've got Gail's set. If you want to do something a little more contrasty and whimsical, this one is Iris. It's very irisy, isn't it? It's it's a lavender into a purple, and then several yellows. Very beautiful. And this one is a pink Christiana. This one is actually Christiana's. That is the pinks into purple. So you can go right there on longmontyarn.com and click on Fiber at 4 and see all the sets that we have available. Every set that we have available. These are the gradient sets or the sets of color that work together. There's really quite a few more than this. I just brought you to show you the most popular ones. The most popular ones are these 2. People are like falling down in the aisles over these. And I am too, because they're so rich and so interesting. So you can imagine that if you were going to a wedding or a graduation or something like Labor Day or something like that, you have plenty of time to get this made, and you'll be looking gorgeous. If you showed up at your family reunion in this, you will definitely be noticed and get a lot of compliments. Okay, so that is the range of the bamboo, and I did want to show you. So Christiana, how am I going to demonstrate the stitch? I did want to show you the flower stitch that we're featuring in the Summer's Meadow shawl, which is the shawl on the website for the crawl.
So what I do is I just kind of come up to the camera and put my
Just
hands
kind of do it up there.
And we are going to be posting a video of this on YouTube, correct?
Yes, I thought about doing it today, but it didn't work. Anyway, okay, so
this is just a super quick demo, and we'll put a better video on.
super quick demo. We're going to put up a better on the Longmont Yarn Shop's YouTube page. We're going to put a closer and more detailed illustration of this stitch. But I did want to show it to you. I don't have any of this yarn with me to show you like how the contrasting color. So, but this, I can just show you how to do the stitch, which is, it's slightly different if you're working on the right side or the wrong side. So let's say you're working on the right side and you come to your contrasting color. So what you do is, I'm going to come around there so I can get a little closer to the camera. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so, all right, so you knit into each stitch and wrap twice, 5 times. So for 5 stitches, you knit into the stitch and wrap it around twice. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you turn to the other side, turn back to the other side, and now you're going to slip each one of those 5 stitches onto the right hand needle and drop the extra wrap. So that'll obviously create a very elongated stitch, right? Okay, creating the really elongated stitch. Now, then slip the 5 elongated stitches back to the left hand needle. Now you're going to loosely knit and purl into them 5 times. So you have to kind of do it loosely because you got to do it a bunch of times. So you knit and purl into those 5. So you, in other words, you create 5, you have 5 stitches, you knit them together, and you create 5 stitches out of it. Let's see here. I know I'm not on a great camera angle, so bear with me, everybody. And then you purl, knit and purl 5 times into those 5 stitches. So you still have net 5 stitches, right? But you'll have this little elongated knot that, and then, okay, then you turn back to the other side. Now you're back on the right side again. And just knit along into those 5 because you're on the front side, and this is basically stockinette. So when you're on the front side, now you're just going to knit across the 5. And that creates the little flower that's very 3-dimensional. And there it is right there. So when you create when you have the contrasting color creating the flowers, you get this very 3-dimensional kind of twisted stitch star pattern right there. And sometimes they stack up right on top of each other. So it's very randomized. And you do these flower stitches on both the right side and the wrong side. So they're done slightly differently, but the pattern instructions are very clear about how you do that from the right side and the wrong side. So it really is it has kind of a random feel to it, like, oh, here I am, my contrast color again. No matter what side of the work I'm on, I'm going to make a flower stitch. And that's what creates this sort of, it creates a very floating flowers effect. Sometimes the contrasting color will be a little longer than what takes up the flower stitch, and that gives you kind of the trailing effect of the, like in this case, the yellow trailing across the stockinette background. And that's going on this one too. Sometimes your contrasting color will be a little longer than what you need to create the flower stitch. So you have kind of the floating, and randomized effect, which is very artistically gorgeous.
Gloria said thank you for showing the stitch.
Oh, thank you so much, Gloria. I hope that worked, and we will show a better version soon. And the pattern explains it pretty well, really. You can't go too wrong because you're just following your own yarn, what its mind is, really. Okay, anything else, Christiana?
We're doing good.
Okay, yeah, the flower stitch is really cool, and you could use it on different things. Like it could be used, and I've done this kind of random colorized work before, but I've done mostly as every time you come to the contrasting color, you do a yarn over knit 2 together, and that'll make a lace, a very randomized lace pattern across your yarn, and that's really great for hand paint. You could, like, if you had like a 4-color high contrast hand painted yarn, you could just choose one of those and do the lace pattern every time you come to that one color, and it creates a very beautiful random artistic, letting the yarn talk for itself kind of pattern across your piece. So there's some options for you, and I will do a better job of it, but you can see this one, so pretty, the floating flowers, and here's the one in the cherry bark color with the floating flowers in the pale neutral and the floating flowers in the yellow. So this one. So remember, there's only one set of the yellow and grays left. This is 2 skeins of the bamboo in the DK weight. And right now, we're not totally sure when I'm going to get back in the studio to do more, but there's only 2 of them left right now. So if you want this one, this is a great time to grab it. Okay, now, does anybody have anything they want to ask about bamboo or see again? I love having a tag.
My computer froze, so I can't
Okay.
tell you if there are any questions or not.
Well, I'm watching, it's okay. Hi, Donita. Okay, some people are making those little floating thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, so I do want to show you one piece that I have available in the wools. I do work in wool also, and I'm mainly known for my high contrast hand paints in wool and the tonals that go with them. So in case some of you have not seen this piece, I do want to show it because it's very iconic and very pretty, and it is another one of those shawls that really tells a story. Now we know that every shawl, we've got a story in every shawl that we make. We know this. We've got in every accessory that we make, really in everything we make, we've got a story. But this one tells a story, and then you can add your own story to it. So this is the Autumn and Tau Shawl, and this is in wool in 3 colors of wool, cashmere, and silk, which is a super luxury fiber and very wonderful to work with. This was designed by Martha Sykes from Taos, New Mexico, and it's the story of New Mexico. It's the story of the Taos area. The orange represents the pueblos, the yellow gold is the aspen leaves, and the background of the leaves is the sky. So it's very much of a storytelling piece, and this is a great shawl for learning lots of new techniques. It's a very well written pattern. The yarn is totally, completely yummy to work with, and you learn a bunch of techniques in it, and they're not hard. This is, if you've never done intarsia, this is the place to do it because it's super easy, it's well explained, and you get these beautiful leaves. You understand how to do these beautiful leaves. So this piece is so pretty, and this is the basic one that Martha designed in these colors, but I do have another color option. So here are the colors, the Pueblo color, the aspen leaves, and the sky. And I also have another color option for you, which are slightly more saturated colors with this one called Deep Canyon for the top color, and then the leaves pattern in a gold, more of an ochre, and then the sky. So this is a different color sky than this one. This one is more turquoise, and it's actually my color called Navajo, and this one is Southwest Sky. So if you feel like this color is a little bit not quite your deal, then this one will be really gorgeous too. And I do have some pictures of it in this colorway, and it is I've seen it worked up quite a few times. It is so beautiful. So if you love this and you want to do a really Southwest piece, this is available for you, and it's on the longmontyarn.com Fiber at 4 button. Just press there. Everything you can see there. Everything I'm showing today is up on there. Okay, let's see.
Nina was saying thank you for using bamboo because she has sensitivities to the wool fibers.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, and there are quite a few people like that. I have two of my very closest friends don't really wear wool at all. I have one friend who literally can feel wool when she puts her hand up towards the shelf in the yarn shop. She can feel the tingle from there. So I definitely, for her, I have always worked in bamboo. But you know, I started my fiber dyeing career working with woven fabrics, and I worked with silk, velvet, linen, of course cotton, different things like that, but a lot of silk I dyed, and I learned to use the dyes that work on the plant fibers like linen, cotton, hemp, and bamboo. I learned that very early on. And it is a slightly different process than working on wool. So that's why most indie dyers only work on wool, because the wool dyeing is very easy, okay? I'll tell you a secret. It's very easy. The bamboo dyeing is a little more complicated, and it takes longer and requires a little more attention. And so a lot of dyers are like, oh, I don't know if I want to go that far. So, but anyway, since I had started my career working on woven fabrics, I learned the other dye technique, and I was ready to go. And you know, everyone has a time when they don't want wool. People go to hot climates, sometimes live in hot climates. The summer, you definitely don't want a wool t-shirt, you know, this kind of stuff. It's very wonderful to have a beautiful drapey fiber with just the right amount of sheen that is sustainably raised. It's got so many great things going for it that can be produced in many colors, So I have I have a lot of colors. And they're also, all of my colors that are available in single skeins are also on the website on Fiber at 4, and you can see there. If you want to look and put your own kit together, please do, because all of them are on there. Because I have about, I'm trying to keep my number of colors down to about 65 in bamboo, but it's really hard because everyone wants something different. And then I do a special one, and you know, kind of grows like topsy. And Gail is always telling me, like, in my system I have over 100 colors for you, and that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to keep it down, because the inventory for the shop owners is a little complicated when you get that many choices. But it's so fun, and I'm always doodling something new, and I'm always combining and getting a new idea. So, and I'm getting an inspiration from who knows where. So that's one of the reasons why I'm always doing a new color in bamboo. And we shift, you know, with the seasons too. Now we're coming up closer to the fall knitting season, where we want more of the fall colors, like gold and rust and a reddish brown. And even this piece, you know, can be a very fall color. So there's some options for you. Okay, Christiana, what else should I talk about?
I think we're doing okay. We've answered everybody's questions.
Okay, do we need to go all the way to 5? We don't have to? Okay, so does anybody want to see anything or have any questions about bamboo?
So,
It's so much fun visiting with you all, even though we're not actually talking in the same room. I still love visiting with you all. Oh, so announcements from me. Please don't forget, I'll be here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week with full trunk show. And not only when I'm here with the trunk, I have all kinds of odds and ends and one-of-a-kind colorways and interesting things that I've been doodling and stuff like that. So this is a great time to look through my baskets and see what I've got and come up with some really unique stuff. Plus, I love visiting with you, so please come. And remember that masks are required, again, in the shop. Yeah, I know, but it's worth it because we're so grateful that Gail pays attention so that we all stay safe. And I really want to show you the regalo, which means gift of the sea, the Mermaid Woman shawl with her set, which is thrown down here somewhere. And I really want to show it to you in person, and also for you to see the Summer's Meadow. I mean, really, this piece I think is so genius because each one of them will be different. And they really give you a chance to express yourself creatively. So come see me. And I also have some classes on the schedule for this fall, so you can look on the knitting classes and see what kind of fun I'm going to be having both on Zoom and in the shop. I think I will be teaching Intro to Brioche, which is a great class. If you have wanted to learn brioche, or if you have tried to learn brioche, you know, I am so grateful that the system I've gotten worked out for teaching brioche, everyone gets it. Everyone gets it. Everyone has got it down by the end of my class. And I know it's a tough class to get because it's almost like learning knitting all over again. You have to learn new symbols, new stitch names, all different kinds of stuff. It's really a great technique to learn because you can make the very most beautiful vertical stripes with brioche. Brioche is the place to do vertical stripes. So it's a great one. It's a great technique to have in your tool bag. So that'll be going. You can look on my classes and see, under knitting classes, and see what all it is I'm teaching this fall and into the end of the summer. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. All right, thank you all so very much for participating with us. Please support your local yarn shop. Come down and see us. Go on the website. Call us. We'd love to discuss with you. We'd love to help put kits together for you if you don't see exactly what you want. But we have some great choices for you there. So go on the website and look. Thank you so much to Gail and to Christiana for having me this evening. It's wonderful to be with you all, and I'll see you this weekend. Oh, we forgot our coupon code. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so here you go, guys. For those of you who are participating in Crawl, who want to scan the code, there you go. You can just scan right. Set your phone on camera, and it'll pick up this code and take you to your passport, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Hi, Donna. Okay, great. That'll be great, Barbara. Yes, it's really good. I'm so happy and proud of my brioche teaching because it can be tough. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, I've taken this class 3 times, I still don't get it. So I've really got it down now. Everybody gets it. Okay. Okay, everybody got their QR code? All right, come see us for the crawl. And otherwise too.
Alrighty, so I'm just going to poke in just for a quick minute. So next week we are doing Fiber at 4. We're going to be looking at our, well, we're getting asked about the QR code again, so I'll just go ahead and hold it up while I'm talking.
That's a good idea.
So next week we're going to be talking about our Noro trunk show that we have in, and we have a lot of items to look at. It's going to be a lot of fun, and Yarn Crawl goes through the 14th of August, so we will continue to have the codes and check off your passports and everything. And I think that's about it for tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you next week, and enjoy the sunshine. Oh my goodness, it's so nice to see the sun again. So have a lovely evening, everybody. Thank you.